It's not all amazing being prescribed Sativex, because the system for getting it to the patients is so fragile that there are minor human errors that can prevent me from having Sativex for a week or two, sometimes longer. And what's just happened is I've had to stop taking Sativex on Wednesday, which is when my prescription ran out anyway. I was expecting to get a new prescription, but it didn't materialise, so I'm slowly going downhill now, as you can tell. I've already thrown up, I've got abdominal pain, you know. You can't take a crap in the morning without it being an experience you'd rather forget. But it has been good. I have been away. I drove all the way to Center Parks, down the motorway, through country roads, and I was fully medicated on Sativex when I did that. I was coming down with a cold, I knew that, but I still was able to drive, and I got out to use the swimming facilities and went through the rapids and down the chute and everything. So I knew that Sativex was making me better, but now I'm going out without it for another week maybe, I don't know. It's 8:30 now. I'm gonna call the pharmacy in half an hour to say, what the hell's going on? You guys are supposed to have a prescription or something, at least for me. The doctor says she has issued a prescription, you know. And if somebody makes a small error, like a prescription is put in front of my doctor in a huge pile for her to sign off, and she doesn't get to it, or it just gets lost because she's such a busy person, like every GP in the UK, and people like me suffer as a result. So I just thought I'd come online and share that little bit of wisdom. It's not brilliant Sativex, you have to fight for it. And it doesn't last. One prescription of 3 little bottles will never last a month, despite what the National Health Service in the UK say. You need 3 bottles a week. Especially if you're at my stage of MS and you want to have something that keeps you living, lifts your quality of life so that you can leave the house, go and see a movie or go out to dinner or something. Because right now I'm too scared to leave the house. I just want this to be over. It's not easy dealing with MS or any horrendous illness. Especially when there's no medicine for it, or there is a medicine but you have to fight for it. You have to fight as if you're the strongest person, but you are sick. And nobody lifts a finger. Everybody ignores the fact that you are sick. It's almost as if they're taking advantage of the fact that, oh, they're sick. I'm talking about politicians. We can't fight any harder than we are. We think we can't. We're trying, but it's not easy. How to use the brake. May as well film some of the dogs right here. One thing I've forgotten to mention is that I can actually jump. For the first time in 10 years, both my feet can leave the ground at the same time. Now, I'm not going to do a demonstration now because I have no medicine in my body. Well, I'll show you this little trick. If you do get Sativex, you can, when you think the bottle is empty, you can find that there's a little dose in the bottom of each bottle. So I take mine to bits, which I did this morning, and I sucked out the remaining oil, any remaining liquid. You get by. It's recycling, you know. At least I recycle.